head into this Monday afternoon, we are tracking a couple of areas of thunderstorms in the northern part of the Sierra and through Shasta. Looking at those beautiful conditions, there's snow on the ground, and that's good news for the fire danger. Want to keep things as wet as possible right now. Near Strawberry, that's going to be in the Mother Lode and parts of the central Sierra. You can see kind of those billowing clouds out there, and also the thunderstorm action, as well as in Mammoth Mountain, where we have areas of thunderstorms occurring right now. It's this line of storms that is basically south of Highway 50, stretching through Yosemite, with some isolated areas of some heavier downpours and even some lightning strikes. Again, with the wetting rain and the snow on the ground, that's going to keep things a little bit more on the lower risk side for any wildfires breaking out. But for the valley, we continue to see the sunny skies and the warming weather. With that, we're going to dry out a lot of the grasses. I know we had recent rain, but now we're heading into this stretch of warmer weather. Included in that is certainly this past weekend, where Saturday we reached a high of 95 degrees for downtown Sacramento. We're off to a warm start for May, and we're going to continue that trend through this week. In the Big Mountain backyard right now, we have sunny skies. Our temperatures are in the low to mid 80s for much of us. Marysville, though, we're at 89 degrees. Tahoe right now at 71. That sunset at 8:10 should be a pretty nice night for an evening walk. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer. We start the day off in the 50s, and we warm into the 60s by 10 a.m., and then we quickly jump into the 70s, and shortly after that, right into the 80s to near 90 tomorrow afternoon. A lighter breeze, not much of an influence coming in from the Bay Area, and this is the trend that will continue to follow. Developing into our Wednesday is going to be that moderate heat risk, mostly for the Sacramento Valley, a few areas in the Delta as well. We'll start a cooling trend later in the week, but since we're on the heels of a very warm weekend and now heading into the middle part of this week, it's going to be on the warmer side. A little bit breezy from time to time with those north winds and the low humidity. That's going to bring us into a lower fire danger, but certainly not something that is going to be non-existent. It's going to be present for our Wednesday. Another thing to keep in mind as we head into our spring warm temperatures and what's feeling like a little touch of summer heat under this ridge of high pressure. We're going to say goodbye to those thunderstorms in the Sierra, so things are starting to dry out there as well. Dry through this week and a little bit cooler heading into next week. Highs for tomorrow in the 70s for the Sierra, with 80s for much of the foothills. Across the coast, we're looking at dry conditions. Our highs are in the 60s. Inland areas starting to warm back into the 80s, including Vacaville up to 85 degrees. Near 90 tomorrow for much of the Sacramento region. So again, we're going to see the heat starting to build here through the middle of the week. Highs in the Sierra will be in the 70s after seeing some of that thunderstorm action for today. 80s for the foothills with dry weather, and again, staying in the 60s along the coast. Our 10-day forecast, the peak heat hits on Wednesday. That's when we get to the low to mid 90s. And then we start that slow and steady fall back into the 80s by the upcoming weekend.
California weather is a land of extremes.
From dangerous heat, droughts, and wildfire,
to severe storms, flooding, and mountains of snow.
Plus, the occasional tornado.
Keeping you prepared takes a team.
We have decades of experience forecasting this diverse region.
Our job doesn't stop at the forecast.
We investigate what's happening to our climate so you can be ready.
Helping you prepare for today and stay safe tomorrow. With a weather team you can trust, only on ABC 10.
Hi, I'm Alex Bell. Join me weeknights at 6:30 on To The Point. Instead of just reporting on the problems, we cut through the noise and look for solutions. We're not afraid to investigate local stories. We're not afraid to include different perspectives. We're not afraid to hold those in power accountable. This is your community, and it's my community too, and we're here to make it better for everyone. Join me, Alex Bell, on To The Point, weeknights at 6:30, only on ABC 10.